Autumn Ohigan service. Ohigan means the other shore. It is an abbreviation for Higan, meaning reaching the other shore of Nirvana. Conducted during the vernal and autumnal equinox when days and nights are of equal length, it is a service of reflection when practitioners should meditate on the harmony of nature and devote themselves to the realization of this harmony in our inner lives. During the week-long observance, emphasis is placed on observance of the 6 paramitas precepts, which lead to the other shore. Paramita is a Sanskrit for go to other shore. From the Jewish Nishigai book. Please put your hands together. Rain falls on all vegetation, so Buddha's compassion extends equally to all people. But just as different plants receive particular benefits from the same rain, so people of different nature and circumstances are blessed by the different methods. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Namo Midabutsu. Today's sutra chanting will be Sambujo on page 22. And Sambutsuge on page 24.
On this occasion of White River Buddhist Temple's annual observance of the fall Ohigan, we are gathered together to adorn the shrine of Amida Buddha, burn incense, chant the sacred writings, and deepen our understanding of the Buddha Dharma. During the spring and fall equinox, when the hours of day and night are equal, the sun symbolically rises in the east and sets in the west toward the direction of the Pure Land. We gather to listen and meditate upon the teachings of the Buddha Dharma as clarified and transmitted to us by Ohigan children.
Yeah.
rise for the Gatha iron link and the golden chain, which is in the white book on page 72, and then remain standing for the reading of the three treasures.
Okay, so I've been directed to explain that the first part of this song, On a Link in the Golden Chain, has 2 verses. We'll sing the verses, the first verse, and then the second verse, and then the chorus, which is on the second page.
Treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the 3 treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in the spirit of universal brotherhood, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. You may be seated. I forgot to mention on our program, it stated that Georgia Thompson was going to perform the I'm a Lincoln with Golden Chain, and unfortunately Georgia got sick today, so she wasn't here. But she will be joining us again and doing it. So today we have a special speaker today, Reverend Cynthia Yasaki. And as we all get to know her, hopefully in the next few weeks, she will be joining us on a permanent basis. So we look forward to having her, and she will be giving us our Ohigan Dharma message.
There we go. Okay, great. Can I have everyone please join me in God's show as we contemplate the words from John L. Reverently embracing Shakyamuni's teaching and his exhortations to advance westward, and obeying Amita's call to us with his compassionate heart, the traveler accepts and accords with the mind of the two honored ones, never giving a thought to the two rivers of water and fire, and taking the call to the honored ones to heart at every moment. He entrusts himself to the path on the power of the path. Namo Yamsu. Namo Yamsu. Namo Yamsu. Namo Namo. Well, hello everyone. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time back from summer. So welcome back. I welcome everyone back. And I hope again that I'm able to meet everyone as the year progresses. Today might be a little on the doctrinal side, but I promise you in the future I will do something really nice and easy. Today we are celebrating Fall Ohigan. And it is a time we celebrate the fall equinox, as the hours of the day and night become equal. As you already know, we do celebrate the spring equinox, but I think you will agree with me that that will be for another time, another day. So this question comes up biannually as why do we celebrate Ohigan? Why do we celebrate the equinoxes? Well, during the equinoxes, Jodo Shinshu Buddhists are encouraged to think upon the connection between this world or this shore and the other shore, or that of the realm of Amida Buddha's Pure Land. Thus, at the time we think upon Amida Buddha's Pure Land, we tend to retell the parable of the two rivers the parable of the two rivers and the white path to remind ourselves of this connection. So this quote that I read at the beginning of my talk is actually taken from the parable's explanation. The parable of the two rivers and the white path can be found in your CWS in the chapter on Shinjin in Shinan Tori's most famous work, the Ken Jodo Shinshu Kyogyo Monri, or most often known as the Kyogyo Shinsho, or if you want to be scholarly, apparently it's also called the Kyogyo Monri. But again, that's for another day. Shinan Tori actually quotes this parable from one of our Chinese masters, Shan Nao, who was actually the one who created this parable. I actually quoted from the explanation portion of the parable, but I thought it would be a good idea to go over the parable first, then go over the explanation. So I'm pretty sure that some of you have already heard the parable of the two rivers and the white path, but I hope you will indulge me as I refresh your memory. So here I have an artistic depiction of the parable of the two rivers and the white path that I am using from the Portland Buddhist Temple's website. So please look at this picture as I recount the parable. So in this parable, a traveler comes upon the eastern bank of two rivers of water extending to the north and fire extending to the south. These rivers are quite wide and are immeasurably deep. In the middle of these rivers is a white path, only 4 or 5 inches wide. As the traveler observes the rivers of fire and water sweeping over this white path, bands of brigands and wild beasts approach the traveler from somewhere behind. As the traveler notices the danger behind them, they calculate the dangers from going back eastward to only contend with the brigands and wild beasts, running along the bank north or south, only to get caught by the previous groups, or to head westward across the narrow path between the rivers of water and fire. After some contemplation, the traveler decides to cross the white path between the rivers of water and fire. As they think this, the traveler hears an encouraging voice from the eastern bank that ushers them forward onto the white path. As they hear this voice from the eastern bank, they also hear a voice from the western bank, urging them to walk on the white path with a mind with no doubt. Hearing both voices, the traveler becomes firm with resolve in body and mind and advances westward onto the white path. Just as the traveler is starting onto the white path, they hear the brigands calling them back to the eastern bank, saying that they will surely die along the path. But the traveler ignores their pleas and continues forward on the white path with a single mind with no doubt, and reaches the western shore. There they meet the good friend, and their joy is boundless. Now on to the explanation part, according to Chandal. This parable is meant to be a journey of a number two practitioner, a number two traveler, as you can think of it. Thus, the traveler you can think of as yourself or any other number two follower. The eastern bank is this world of suffering, this Saha world. The bank that the traveler arrives at the beginning of the parable is likened to this world of suffering. The western bank is the land of perfect bliss. The other bank that the traveler eventually travels to is likened to Amida Buddha's Pure Land. The land of perfect bliss is just one of the many names of Amida Buddha's Pure Land. The brigands and wild beasts can be understood as a sentient being's way they think and perceive the world around them. The river of water to the north is identified as a sentient being's own greed and desire, while the river of fire is likened to their anger and hatred. The white path is understood to be the awakened mind that aspires for birth in the Pure Land. It signifies the mind that gets soaked with desires that arise and burn with the flames of anger and hatred. The voice the traveler hears on the eastern bank is that of Shakyamuni Buddha. And I have to put a side note that I know in this picture Shakyamuni Buddha is kind of in the middle of the river of water, but they're supposed to be on the eastern bank, but as you can tell, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on the eastern bank. So please remember, Shakyamuni Buddha is on the eastern bank, not in the river of water. So the voice from the eastern bank, or Shakyamuni Buddha, comes across as a voice because the Buddha has already entered nirvana and thus has no physical form in this world. But the Buddha's teachings still remain. Shakyamuni's voice can be still heard through the sutras that we chant. The brigands who call for the traveler while they are on the white path are likened to those that confuse or distract the traveler through false teachings or by telling them that their path is wrong. The voice calling for the traveler from the western bank is the intent of Amida's vow. The vow of the 18th vow, made by Bodhisattva Dhammakara, the being who eventually became Amida Buddha, in which it states that it will save all sentient beings upon their sincere entrusting in the name Namo Amida. I know that this is a lot of information to take in, so I would like to summarize things using the quote I read at the beginning, because I think this is a good summarization of this parable by Chandal. So, reverently embracing Shakyamuni's teaching and their exhortations to advance westward and obeying Amida's call to us with their compassionate heart. Chandal says that the number two traveler in their journey to be born in Amida Buddha's Pure Land, listens to Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings from the larger sutra, the Contemplation Sutra, and the smaller sutra, what we call the three Pure Land Sutras. In listening to these teachings, the number two traveler realizes Shakyamuni Buddha is showing them the 18th vow perfected by Amida Buddha. which saves all sentient beings upon them sincerely entrusting in the name Nam Myoho Butsu. Continuing this quote, the traveler accepts and accords with the mind of the two honored ones. Upon listening to Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings and understanding that the Buddha was pointing at Amida Buddha's 18th vow, the number two traveler follows their teachings. And continuing on, never giving a thought to the two rivers of water and fire, and taking the call of the honored ones to heart at every moment, they entrust themselves to the path of the power of the vow. It is no secret that a number two traveler still encounters greed, desire, anger, and hatred. But according to Shandao, even as a number two traveler encounters them, they give no thought to them, and instead take to heart the calling of Shakyamuni Buddha and Amida Buddha, calling to us through their teachings. Thus, the traveler wholeheartedly walks the path with a single mind with no doubt. This is the reason why we observe spring and fall Ohigan. We are reminded of our connection with Shakyamuni Buddha and Amida Buddha, and are encouraged to aspire for birth in Amida Buddha's Pure Land by entrusting in the primal vow, which is encased in the name Nam Myoho Butsu. As said in the parable, we might encounter thoughts, feelings, people's events that may try to take us off, that try to make us not take or fall off this white path. But Shakyamuni Buddha and Amida Buddha's teachings show us that it is impossible to fall off the white path once the traveler's body and mind are resolved to be born in the land of perfect bliss. So as I conclude this talk, I hope that you will put your hands together in Gashol in gratitude to the teachings that we have listened to today, and to the infinite wisdom and compassion shared to us by Amida Buddha through the name Nam Myoho Butsu. Please put your hands together in Gashol. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. Nam Myoho Butsu. And again, sorry it was really heavy in the final part, but I promise you in the future things will be a little lighter.
Thank you, Reverend Yasaki, for that nice explanation and simplifying it so it makes it easy to understand. Next, we will have please rise for the Gatha Onuk Sam 2 on page 107 in the White Book, and then remain standing for the reading of the Daily Creed of Joe Shinshu. Please turn to page 8 and read along with me the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured, and reciting the Nebutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently tend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. You may be seated. Let's see. I'd like to welcome Mimi and her daughter, Mio. It's the first time we get to meet Mio, so thank you, Mimi. And then we have a guest today, Richard Archer. And I believe, Richard, this is his first time for service, but he has attended the meditation session. So welcome, Richard. Okay, for announcements. Next Saturday from 9 to 3, Seattle Between Women's Association has their Bachan closet sale. So if anybody would like to attend, it's all Asian items, including Butsudan and a bake sale. And we have a lot of stuff going on in the month of October here. Next Saturday from 9 to noon, we'll be making chicken noodle soup for Ray of Hope. So there's a sign-up sheet on the back bulletin board for items to bring, if you can bring them, and then sign up just so we have an idea of how many people will be here to help us. And next Sunday is our October Shotsuki service, and Reverend Castro will be here to do that service. October 8th, we have the Temple COVID-19 booster event. You register at www.wrbt.org/booster, or you can contact Kendall. Everybody should have picked up one of these, so it's got all the information on it. And October 9th will be our Sunday family service. October 15th, we'll be doing mochi and manju making for our bazaar. So,
the second sheet on the back.
okay, so Kelsey is in charge of the volunteers, so please sign up on the back bulletin board for that. October 16th will be our family service. And October 22nd, we'll be doing pie baking for bazaar. So, if people can help for that. And then October 23rd is our fall bazaar. There will be no service. Our fall bazaar is a takeout bazaar. So there will be order forms. Kendall, is that coming out? Okay, it'll be coming out this week. And please share it with everybody you know. There will be limited numbers. Takeout will be teriyaki chicken dinner, pie, mochi, manju, and mixed sushi plate. So there'll be limited amounts, so make sure you get your order in. And then pickup will be from noon until 2 on Sunday the 23rd. And then we will have a produce stand outside, so people that come to pick up food can buy produce as well. I think that I cover everything, Kendall. Okay, and then October 30th is family service. And, I forgot, on October 2nd, we will have discussion group after service, and Ruth Terry will be leading that discussion.
Anyway, Roger, actually, I'll help him.
Huh?
Roger's in charge of that one.
Oh, he is? Oh, sorry. Okay, Roger will be doing the October 2nd one. Are you doing the one on the 30th? Or we haven't decided?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I think, did I cover? Oh, also on the back bulletin board, sign up for Osonai fruit and flowers and sharing service. sign up, please do so that we'll know who's going to be doing things, okay? Any other announcements?
Good morning, everyone. I'm George Ohigan. I'm president of the Buddhist Women's Association. Just reminding our members that our fall membership meeting is in November, but it takes me time to put things on the agenda. So if there's anything you want to talk about or discuss, please see me or email me so I can have time to prepare materials and have them ready for our meeting in November. Thank you very much.
Any other announcements? Okay. Well, thank you for coming to today's Ohigan service. And if you haven't, getting home. Beautiful day for our Ohigan service. So thank you everyone for attending.